The avoidant person who attempts reconciliation often returns not from genuine transformation, but from temporary discomfort with loneliness or loss of control. Their return can feel like answered prayers to someone who loved them deeply, creating dangerous vulnerability to accepting the same painful dynamics that necessitated the original separation. However, certain behaviors during reconciliation attempts reveal that the avoidant person has not addressed their fundamental patterns and will inevitably recreate the same cycle of intimacy followed by withdrawal. Recognizing these warning signs protects against recommitting to someone who seeks comfort rather than genuine growth and connection. They return without acknowledging their previous behavior. The avoidant person attempts reconciliation without ever naming, acknowledging, or taking responsibility for the pain their withdrawal and emotional unavailability caused. They act as though the separation was mutual, circumstantial, or the natural result of timing rather than a direct consequence of their defensive patterns and dismissive treatment. This lack of accountability reveals they have not engaged in meaningful self reflection or recognized how their behavior impacted their partner's well being and dignity. Without acknowledgement of past harm, there exists no foundation for different future behavior. The avoidant person who cannot name what they did wrong lacks the self awareness necessary for genuine change. Their return represents a desire to restore what felt comfortable for them rather than commitment to creating something healthier for both people. This absence of accountability signals they view their partner as someone who will accept poor treatment indefinitely, expecting forgiveness without earning it through demonstrated growth. They offer vague promises without concrete changes. The avoidant person speaks in abstract terms about being different or ready for commitment without providing specific evidence of internal work or behavioral changes. They offer reassuring words about trying harder or caring more, while their actions reveal no substantive shift in their capacity for emotional availability or consistent presence. These empty promises serve to secure their partner's reinvestment without requiring the avoidant person to genuinely transform their relational patterns. True change manifests through observable shifts in behavior, emotional regulation, and relational capacity rather than verbal assurances. The avoidant person who has done genuine internal work can articulate specific insights about their patterns, name concrete steps they have taken toward healing, and demonstrate sustained behavioral changes rather than temporary improvements motivated by fear of permanent loss. Vague promises without evidence reveal reconciliation driven by ego or loneliness rather than authentic readiness for healthy partnership. They still minimize your emotional needs and experiences. The avoidant person continues treating their partner's feelings, needs, and experiences as exaggerated, irrational, or burdensome, despite claiming desire for reconnection. They respond to emotional expression with subtle dismissals, suggesting their partner is too sensitive or reading too much into situations. This persistent invalidation reveals that their fundamental discomfort with emotional intimacy remains unchanged, making sustainable connection impossible regardless of their stated intentions. Someone genuinely ready for healthy relationship demonstrates respect for their partner's emotional reality even when they struggle to understand it. The avoidant person who continues minimizing feelings has not developed the emotional capacity necessary for true intimacy. Their return seeks to restore connection on their terms, where emotions remain controlled and emotional expression stays within their narrow comfort zone. They refuse to discuss or define the relationship. The avoidant person insists on ambiguous relationship status, refusing clear communication about intentions, expectations, or commitment level. They want to resume connection without providing the security or clarity their partner needs to make informed decisions about reinvestment. This deliberate vagueness allows them to maintain all the benefits of relationship without accepting accountability or responsibility. They demonstrate the same patterns within weeks. The avoidant person quickly reverts to their familiar cycles of withdrawal, emotional unavailability, and distance once their partner agrees to reconciliation.